NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wildcard Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Buccaneers and the Lions, and it's coming up next.
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Tonight, it's the second game here on this Wild Card Saturday. As it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Detroit Lions. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And as we continually grade players, especially quarterbacks, how about this young man? Second year in the NFL, guided his team into the playoffs, and now he wants to show the world that they should buy in on him because he wants to evolve from that young quarterback to that true team leader that takes his team deep in the playoffs.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Operating from the gun, Woodard. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And the quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. St. Brown in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Dances by him. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So here the Bucs backed up to start their initial drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
Now 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. They'll set up a throw. Able to find Gray here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Now a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7th play in the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And this pass caught by Gray. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. At that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. They'll look to throw again. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back to the 25. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Well, it's up to how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And Detroit getting set to go now. I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right, that 4th seed, should they actually be hosting? Because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wild card teams that get in, and some people think that'd be a more fair way of doing things. But I got to tell you, I personally like it. The winning a division title, I don't care what the division, how it's ranked, it still means something to me, and I like the fact that they get to host.
I think that that's the reason you have the divisions. If you didn't just stack them all up and take the best 6 records, but there's a division for a reason, and the champion hosts the first round.
And the first rule of thumb in building a team, build a team to win your division. Beat those teams first, then you go from there.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Woodard. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Let's take it inside his own 40. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. He finds his man complete. That's Gray. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 33-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, they run with Howard, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And drop to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Back to throw again. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Throwing to start the drive. Woodard. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Second and 5 at the 26-yard line.
Now a give to Gibbs running left. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. Now 3rd down and 7 as they've got it as we resume action. To throw on 3rd down. Woodard working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Looking to throw. Woodard. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It leads to second and 10.
Read option. This is Gibbs. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. From the 23, here's a 2nd and 5.
At the Buccaneers' 23-yard line.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
6-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
So out come the Bucs now. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. Ware breaking the tackle. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit back in possession of the football. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
That one will set them back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
Can't do that.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Woodard. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Going over reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? You got to try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver.
All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Buccaneers will take over here just shy of the 30. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. What if we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
To throw on 3rd down, Woodard. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Sly able to put this one through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, It's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They go with Howard again. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Gray. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. His throw incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Time for another look at this Lions offense. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Woodard. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. To throw again. Woodard. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gibbs. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Woodard throwing the out route incomplete. It's Dixon. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Gray. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this one is right down the middle, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup, as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
But first, let's take a look ahead to Sunday's action in the NFC. A 3-6 battle that ought to be a good one, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers doing battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, in our game, it took a little while to get settled in, but we were in for a battle royale in this second half. And to call the action, let's go back to the guys who've been there all year, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Aiden Hutchinson able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Oh, man. Can't do that.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Gray. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
A give to Howard up the gut. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 62 yards. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
McLaughlin for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
To throw on second down. Woodard. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Woodard. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Off play action. Woodard. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10.
At the 30-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gibbs. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
It's a gain of 2. And the Lions first down.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Here's 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Woodard. That's caught by Ware. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, Woodard. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
2nd and 6.
Howard up the middle. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a first down.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Howard. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Woodard. That is incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Woodard.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he is going to have a Lions first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Rowe. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Gibbs straight ahead. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Woodard. And his throw is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And the Bucs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And, you know, both of us gave these guys a real shot coming in here, but I don't think anyone saw this on the road with this lead in the playoffs. They've looked good a lot of times this year. This is probably as good as they've looked.
Well, it's been a textbook game for them because what you talk about as a visiting team is putting the pressure on the home team. And what puts more pressure on a home team than to be behind the entire game? Because the home crowd's there really for a coronation. They expect to win. And when you're behind, it takes the crowd out of the game, and then the crowd gets a little bit uncomfortable, maybe a little bit frustrated with the home team, and that gives you an extra advantage. So they've done it perfectly. Big lead, put everything back on the home team, and they're capitalizing on it.
Right now, that crowd, silent. On 3rd down, this is Howard. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 1.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Woodard
setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
That's good. We're on Lions. 1st down. 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Woodard. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Woodard firing quickly here, and that's complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw again.
St. Brown making the catch on the out route.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Easily. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the pitch and catch good for 11, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Back to throw. Woodard. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And in for the Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta from 19 yards away. And the Lions are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown. They'll try and throw for it.
And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he returns this to the 22.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
They have bucked the trend so far. Sterling performance to this point. On the road, no less, in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this fourth quarter.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure that...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
This is Howard on second down.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
On 1st and 10,
Woodard. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 15-yard line.
He'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Bucs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. Throwing again. Woodard. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
A truly all-around great effort against the pass today. First an interception, now getting to the quarterback for the first time in this contest. I think offensively, they just forgot to prepare for him or simply overlooked him in getting ready for this one. Either way, a big mistake, and he's making them pay for it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Gardner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
So out come the Bucs now. And they can run this score up even further as they begin this drive with a 1st and goal and that huge lead. Now back to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball over.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
To throw on 3rd down, Woodard. And my goodness, another interception. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
This will be caught just inside the 10. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. A give to Howard. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Again, it's Howard. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
On 4th down, it's Howard. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
So here come the Lions now.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Rowe. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Woodard.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They'll look to throw again.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
51 yards on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
The Buccaneers are moving on in these playoffs as we say thanks for watching and so long.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Detroit.